Yeah, hey everyone. Today it is the day. I think where I'm I'm deciding to quit trading, quit stock trading to be specifically. So so I did start uh, trading back in 2020. I guess that is when I started around October 7 September month. It was a long journey if you think from the time I started to till today. So why am I quitting? Uh, is there a number of reasons why I might quit? I don't know. There could be. It's been 5 years of not able to become profitable or get profitable at all. I won't say it's the entire 5 years because in this from 2019 to 25 I did work for 3 years. So yeah, but every day, even though I was back from the office, I used to sit down and spend some time learning how to trade. I went, I'll tell you how the journey started. I started learning mutual funds, then I started learning, then I got to know that you can make money through trading. Then I started to learn about trading. For 1 year, I, uh, I followed only one from the very beginning. I followed or I learned how to trade from only one person. That was basically Rocks FX Academy in YouTube. You can find him. I liked how the way he looked at the markets, his perspective towards the market, and that is what I wanted to learn. So for nearly 3 years from then, I always used to trade uh, with 5 shares only five because I was an equity trader. So I don't, but the overall goal was not to make money; it was to learn how to trade first. So for 3 years, I always stayed with 5 shares, learned my losses, improved my system, learned my losses, improved my system. It went on for a very long time. So yeah, that is what I did. Then for 5 years I did that. Sorry, for 3 years, 4 years I guess. Then when I started making a decent amount of money using 5 shares, where I was like, okay, I am somehow making some money, which took me 3.5 years to make that to consistently make money throughout the month. Then I shifted to a different account, different broker, and I started trading with 300 shares. Initially, first 2 months I didn't make money. Then the last 3 months were horrible. I've been losing and losing and losing. Now why? Now why am I quitting is a question. Trading will take away everything from you. You need to understand. It'll take away your mental health, your time. You'll be lonely. You'll be depressed. You'll have nightmares. You will just think about how you could just come up with a system that can basically keep you profitable, and how you can come up with a mindset where you are consistently at a at that level in state in terms of mentality to keep executing your system at a very consistent level. To get there mentally and to even come up with your own system which is for you, which is personalized for you, and which is a system that is basically suitable for you. It took me a lot of time. It took me around 4 years. It is very hard to explain in terms of words what has been sacrificed or what has been let go of to make sure this works. I tried a lot, practiced, I backtested, I journaled, I practiced again, I executed, I stayed disciplined. So yeah, I did everything I could. The thing with trading is that you tend to believe. It's not tend to believe. You will believe. You will believe that you can do it, and there is nothing that can stop you from not doing it. You will think that it's always your own mental state, and because of that you were never able to achieve it because you are not disciplined. Or you would probably say you quit. You are not meant for it. Or you could say I was not meant for it. Or I don't know. The journey in itself for the last 5 years was the most uh, difficult thing that I could have done mentally and physically as well. No matter how hard you try to understand these markets, you'll always question, was it enough? What was the most difficult part for me throughout this journey was probably not knowing how to handle the loss. It was not that I was frustrated, it was always the question of, was it enough when I took the loss? But when you tell yourself, just repeat your process, trust the process, come back next day, repeat the same process. Even if you do it, you see result and you don't. So the truth in itself, when you try to find out through trading, it's not a one line answer. The answer to that, maybe there is no truth. There is there is nothing you can learn from it. It's always you giving your best and you just accepting what the result is. If you don't get the result, there is nowhere you can look for. You just have to come back and keep doing it and see. And when you even don't see the result after doing it for a very long time, you just keep doing it. And I believed it. I thought if I have a system which can give me profitable results, then I think that is enough. And I came up with a system. It took 3 4 years for me to make a system of my own. I did it, but still, it was not enough. Until this point, I had lost myself mentally. I'm basically dragging myself mentally each and every day to the markets and applying my system. Now, some might say this is wrong. If you were so burnout, you should not have never pushed. That's what the whole thing is about. You cannot stop yourself from pushing. You will try to do everything you can to to make sure you apply your system in the market, right? There's nothing, and you might be burned out, but even if you take precautions in terms of taking rest and coming back, it's not like the results will improve. I've never seen the result improving. They did show up sometimes, they did not. Then that is when you will start questioning the stability of yourself. You'll start questioning your uh, system, or you'll start questioning everything that you have been doing for the last 5 years. And where has this led you to? Now, yeah, it is a difficult journey. Is there a outcome for this journey? Is something I'm not sure of. Will I become profitable if I be in this journey? Is a question which I cannot answer. Is the being profitable the end goal? No. Able to see yourself doing this every single day. Is that the end goal? Is putting yourself in such deep uh, stress or such deep, you'll have to basically push everything that comes in between, your confidence, your doubt, your your whatever you think that can affect your way of your thinking. Other than just applying your system, you'll have to push everything away. And even if you do it, will there be result? No. Probably yes, for few. So yeah, not sure where this tunnel ends, or not sure if there is light at the other side of this tunnel, is what you'll question. So when I started out, I basically was like, probably I was like everyone else, who was probably overconfident, scared of losing. All that is nothing, right? After you reach a certain level of knowing mentally how to handle all that, then there's another level of how you have to be in a consistent state of mind to apply a certain process. Even though you reach that consistent state of level of mind, there will be another stage where how you, even after doing everything, you're still not seeing results. Then you'll start questioning everything that you have sacrificed, or everything that you have learned to apply a process in the market. Why isn't it happening, or all that stuff? The most difficult part is you never know the answers. You just have to come back the day and just apply it again. So yeah, so many things mentally that goes on for me, especially when I was trading. And other than this family pressure of, see, what I believed in was key. I had a system, I knew, I understood the market. It was just key, if I just learned how to apply it consistently without getting distracted, then I am probably best suited for this. But after first year, second year, third year, fourth year of not seeing results, and the fifth year of not seeing results, then then there is obviously pressure that will build up other than trading. Your family will start questioning what you're doing. Is this even is this even worth it? Then you will start fighting with them, saying, "Ki, you do not understand what I'm doing. This is what I love." You'll tell yourself everything. This is what I want to do. But yeah, that is how. But again, you have to tell yourself, does it have to work, or what are you in this for this to work out? Because if you're there in the market to see if your system works out and you have to make money, you're there for the wrong reasons. If you're there in the market to make money, you're there for the wrong reasons. If you're there in the market to want something from the market, you are there for the wrong reasons. You have to be there in the market to be with the market. That's it. Not wanting anything, not if you're not there to apply your process, you're not there to lose money, make a YouTube channel, sell courses and all. You're there. You have to understand the market first. Why does it move the way it does? Even though everything you understand, what it'll, I don't know if market is asking more out of you, or if you're just not cut out to be a stock trader. Not knowing answers is what keeps breaking you down mentally and inside. जो अंदर का सोल रहता होगा, जो internally it starts breaking you down piece by piece. And no matter, you tell yourself, no, you have to be strong, you have to have that mindset, you cannot lose, you have to be the devil mode, god mode, nothing, shit won't work. When you're sitting there, when you're sitting alone in this room, it's you versus you. And no matter how hard you try, it'll never, it's, that's what, again, if you're trying hard to see there are results, when will I see results, or trying hard, at some point, if I just keep following the process, it will work out. No, as I told you, cannot, you have, I don't know if that's the answer for all of this, to be in a state of self where you are just not seeking anything, you're just there to be there. And and I don't know if that is what the market seeks from you, to be there, just to be there, not asking for anything, and let the flow of the market decide how you have to enter trades, or how you have to exit, or take the loss, or move on. So yeah, I don't know if people do understand what I'm trying to say over here, or people relate what I'm trying to say over here. That is one part of the reason why I was not able to figure out, and I'm deciding to quit. The second part is, you have to be ready for the freedom that you get from the markets. Now, I have seen a lot of traders who can actually work and also trade, and they are profitable. That's so awesome. The reason why I quit my job to trade is because I wanted to give my 100% in this. I do not want to कि हाँ सुबह ट्रेड ले लूँगा, शाम को जाके work, I'll start working. Then what is the purpose? What are we doing? If there is no purpose of why you are trading, then there is no point of trading for me. That is how I was. I needed a purpose why I'm sitting in the screen and wanting to risk money. And when I found the purpose by believing in myself that I could do it, I think that is when things changed. That is why I wanted to quit. I wanted to pursue it. I wanted to give my heart and soul into it, to learn this skill, to master it. But when you don't see results for a very long time, as I told, that is when you again question yourself. But anyways, a lot of people are getting results. I am probably one of them who did not get. I always told myself it could be because of the lack of discipline I'm not able to make results. I have probably written like 3 4 pages in terms of books of what I mentally feel, what is in whole. I have read whole psychology books. I have done everything. There is not a single stone unturned that I have not turned to make this work out, make this not work out for me. I've done everything I can, everything. I have even fell ill twice or thrice, multiple times fever, the stress you get behind your ears, to focus, to stay disciplined, to cut the noise in terms of your losses, or not making profits, or lack of capital, or family pressure, or career being fucked up. Everything you'll have. I turned every fucking stone to make sure this works out because I believed in it. Am I saying today that I do not believe that stock trading is not profitable? I'm not saying that. People do it. I don't know if they are profitable each month or each year. I don't know how they do it. But I don't know. I think I believed in myself too much to make it happen, that I started focusing too much on what my struggles were in order to make this happen, than just simply being there for the market, or being there in the market, I guess. Anyways, today is the last day. I started in 2020 trading, and this is May. This is April 30th. So, yeah, this is the last day of me trading. Anyways, I closed today's month, this month, in loss, anyways. So, I gave myself 2 months of time to become profitable. Then I told I'll follow each and every thing. I've written down everything. I could have done every day. I sit down and I have written down what all are the thought processes, what all are the reasons why I lost, or what should I have improved, what mindset. Oh my god, the amount of investment I've done in terms of improving my thought process is unimaginable. And still I did not see the result. Again, I question the same thing. What was I trading for? To see the result or just be there and be in the flow of the market? Does it take everything from you to learn the skill? Yes, it does. Hmm. So I wanted to share what all I did in terms of making it happen, and you guys can judge me if it was good enough. So I used to journal my trades like this. There's a lot of journaling I did, not just here, but also in terms of in writing that in books. So my books are lying there, so I'll just show this. Uh, the plan of action is to sell at a double top that day. The pattern still keeps playing out the next day. Just a little bit of analyzing. Wait, let me show this one. Yeah, the stories that you tell yourself. I think this is a very interesting one. So these are the trades. What These are the trades that I was taking. This is back when 2023. You can see the date over here, Jan 2023. So I took a course. I took the course of Rocks FX. I paid around 75,000 for it. It was the best course any trader can take if they want to succeed in trading. But again, it depends upon you. So these are the trades that I took, and these are how I learned to improve my thought process on a trade by trade basis. So this is what my thought process is when I'm planning out the trade, and what my thought process was when I'm executing the trade, and what was the thought process after I lost the trade. You can see, didn't have a great start as I was distracted, if you know what I mean. Didn't take too much effort in planning as the structure was simple, as per my process was just needed to identify a lower high and sell it. So these are everything that you think in terms of wanting to execute your process, and also after execution, somewhere back in my mind, the price can flick and get back into a range. Every single thing, every single detail that comes into your mind, you want to make sure when you're trading, you are clean as a white slate. There is nothing. You enter a trade, you know what you're doing, and you exit. That's it. So if you have a thought process where it is bundled up like this, you're thinking of, or suddenly hoping a 315 sudden moment might come. These are all the impulses that generate in your mind that basically make you take decisions or make you think your decisions, or make you change your decisions as well. So when price flicked, didn't move, I told myself the next two candle has to break below or else I won't go. You push yourself. Every second you're there in the market, you tell your things this happened, then you tell that is not this is not that. You try to sustain in this storm or the wildness of the market, right? And you try improving it. You try improving each and every day. What happened here, execution, what happened, again, evaluation. Being certain in what you believe in is important. And I believe in my process. The execution part is where I'm lagging. So when you evaluate the entire day of the trade that you have taken, what is your evaluation? And you think felt you can have to check every evaluation. You're not coming up with the reasons. This time I didn't do like this. Last time I did something like this. So current behavior is pushing bearish. Then while entering, I told myself current behavior is pushing bullish. You should not. There should not be any thought, any secondary guesses when you trade. So mine. So I practice in such a way. I train myself in such a way that when you take a trade, it's just from point A to point B. That's it, right? There is no more all this broken below low. This is all waste. You don't think all this. This is too much thinking when you're taking a trade. I from here I have reached to this stage where I only draw a certain line where I only draw a certain line. Matlab, like this you can see in this trade. Bullish depletion price pushing bearish. That's it. Compared to how I used to trade trades, like feel good when executed, all this all thought process was eliminated. You see something, you are certain about it, you take the trade and you anticipate whatever the result is and you keep doing it so that at the end of the day you get the result. So that is how I improved. That is what I thought I was improving, because there is no one to monitor what you do. So what you think about yourself in terms of improving, that is what becomes the reality or the certainty. Then there is reversal bias. What are the different type of reversals trade, and trying to what trying to come from this stage, this क्या बोलते हैं, this maze or this puzzle of bullish, bearish, reversal, range to only trading like this. It took me around 1.5 year to 2 years. It was not easy to come from this. It was not easy to come from this phase of multiple scenarios that happened in the market to streamline that to single scenarios, or to build a system where you don't have to go through so many behaviors at the same time, where you only are trading one behavior and you're executing that one behavior or one system or one pattern, and you're just anticipating a result out of that pattern. So to come from there to here, it took me out completely. It has basically I have lost my soul, I have lost my mental health, I have lost everything to make sure that happens, and simplified in a such a way where just come to the market, execute, and I leave. I did it. It took me 1.5 years just to make this happen. But again, this is all what I am saying. Does it have any value outside trading world? It does not. It's just me telling myself, this is what I've done, so I need results. But still, when you do so, everything for you to get results, still you never see results. So again, your question yourself, are you in the market for the results, or you're in the market? You have to question yourself, why are you there in the market? So okay. So yeah, these were certain trades, and these are my monthly trades. If you look how I used to trade before this, then I improved it a little bit. And this is a second stage of improvement where I started to put on checkpoints in terms of what was I doing for that day, not letting your thoughts or emotional energy from the previous day into current session. Did I do that? Not waiting for candles to fulfill your purpose. Did I do that? Did I identify your edge and act on it with certainty? Yes, I did it. Mechanical trade management? Yes, I did it. Did I walk away when I should have? Yes, I did. So I changed from there. You can see the change, right? I changed from this writing down of your thought process, improving that, and coming back to and changing that into something more easy, making the system more efficient. Once this was done, when I used to take trades like this, also when this was also done, the break and retest was good. It is what it is. Nice trade. Again, writing down every journal, everything, just to make sure you are you know what you're doing, right? Just to make sure you know what you're doing, just to make sure you're putting in that work to see that result. This was again, all this is where I'm trying to shape my entire system into a streamlined way, into a process where I'm just seeing point A and I'm going to point B. That's it. Not too much thinking. Because you cannot be in the if you're there in the market sitting and planning what you have to do, you're done. If you're not coming to the market knowing what you have to do, then there is no point if you're coming to the market. You should already know why you're coming to the market. So, anyways, yeah. So I was doing this. I did this. Then session format, weekly overview. What are my realizations in terms of behavior? What did I understand here? My edge. You can see clearly see. Actually, what I did, my understanding, the price has already been pushing bearish from morning, and there have been multiple instances of entering everything. What you understand in terms of behavior, what you understand, what happened in the market, all that, right? You do all that. You do everything you can to make sure you see results. So yeah, now this is where October is where I started to improve. I stopped writing all this bullshit over here. What you're saying, you should not be writing so much. It's just distraction. Just take the trade, let it play out. You can see I'm seeing writing here a lot of why the pullback was not deep enough. So I assumed that the sellers would still be strong. The range was not there. This is all my assumption. This is all my understanding of what is happening in the market. Here also you can see a lot of stuff, direct pushes pushing bearish, we have price making low highs, trying to find out reasons why you should take a trade, trying to validate it. When you do too much, that is when you fuck up. So you can see when you move down the month, I have been not writing anymore. So the November is when I developed this system of with the arrows, what you see, and this was working beautifully, working very beautifully. Then again, it started to until December, January, the system worked very well. February also the system worked pretty well, I guess. Then March, April was where I saw the downfall. Now, when you see a downfall of a system, right? When you see a downfall of your system, you need to understand. Now, it's not understanding. You'll probably question yourself of why it could be happening, and you will try changing your system, saying that okay, I'll change this to this, then I'll probably say this, and that is the biggest mistake you'll ever do. But again, you have no hope. You have no hope if it will work out. You have no hope. You cannot sit there trusting for the system to work out because I've already spent 5 years of my time only to develop a system. And when finally it is developed, I I cannot be sitting there. I cannot be assuming or I cannot be working on it to improve anymore because I already took 5 years to just to make a system, and now the system is not, it was working well and now it is not working well. I have no energy or no mental, I'm not in any mental state to improve this. I am not there in any mental state to think of something else other than what I've learned to improve this. So yeah, why am I quitting? Because I have no soul left in my body to push another day. I have been mentally puking for the last 1.5 month. I have been anxious. I have basically no friends. Obviously, I have not made any money also. I have the amount of money that I've lost is nothing. I'm telling you, probably 1 lakh, probably 1.5 lakh is nothing in terms of what you have lost. You have lost 5 years worth of time. I'm not saying I've lost it, I've learned a lot as well. But do you think a time would be more valuable in terms of money? Do you think time will be more valuable in terms of money? No. So so I don't know. So this is what I've done. This is where how I streamlined it. This is how I identified my problems. This is how I tried to change it. And yeah, this is who I am. This is who I am as a trader. This is what I did as a trader. So yeah. So this will be my last video in Anatham trading. I don't think there's any point of me posting it when I'm not profitable at all. So these are the trades I took. These are the results that I was making in terms of first trade, second trade, third trade. These were like get every single tick in the next 5 trades, understand why to identify. You think you can do a lot of things to improve it, but I don't know. It was not helping me out, or I was doing too much to improve it in terms of not doing anything. That is the thing. There are no answers to these questions. The only answer you can ever find to any question is you putting on effort, and you'll never see if that is the answer. You'll just improve. You'll either improve, you'll uh, you'll never find answers to your questions, but you will you but in terms of identifying that something is working right is what is that indication where you look for to see if it is working right. You look it in terms of a metric. I'm saying in terms of metric. If you're wanting to look at something to see if it is working, obviously either to see in terms of your improvement, in terms of percentage you're making, or in terms of trades that you're taking. I'm doing everything at the same time. I'm doing everything right, but still I do not see any metric in terms of how I'm improving. I do not have any metric. The only metric I can see is the time that is going by, and not knowing what to do about it. That is the only metric I see. No matter how much effort you put, the metrics of you knowing it is working out or not does not show up. It does not show up. Where is this? What is this metric? 2%, minus 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, minus 2%. What is the metric over here? What should I monitor? What should I even look for? I take 10 trades. What are the metrics to even look for? If I make 10%, the next month I do not make 10%. Then where was the improvement? Is the market actually that bad? If the market actually that bad, then how long will the market be bad? If okay, I've stayed for 3 months when the market was bad, conditions were bad, I still did not make money. So when will I make money? The next month again it is I have made minus 2%. So does that mean that the market is bad or I'm not improving? But I thought I was improving because I have been doing everything for me to improve. These questions you'll never find answers to these questions, and you'll just have to keep on executing or keep on improving your system. But do you see light at the end of the tunnel? Is a question you ask yourself. But no, I don't know the answer of that. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened, a lot of things happened. You can see rules to follow to stop repeating your past, and how are you going, and what are you going, matlab, trying to write down actionable insights for the mistakes that you're creating, and have you done it or not, monitoring it in that way. As I told, I have flipped every fucking stone to make sure this works out, but I do not have a metric to know if I am improving or not. I had a mentor. I did ask him, but these people, they do not answer. They do not have the answers to these questions. They can only guide you in terms of how to take a trade, how to not take a trade, but they will never have answers to what is happening. Will you ever succeed? Is this path even for you? Even if you know the answers, even if you put all the effort, will you see? Again, the question is, will you see light at the end of the tunnel? Even if you don't, if you keep walking, keep draining your soul, keep being lonely, not talk to anyone, just trying to focus on succeeding, and not staying still, not seeing results, and not having a metric to see where you're improving, where you're going down. Even if you're going down, there is no solid reason of why it should have not worked out, because because even if you take the trade, or even if you apply the same system, you see sometimes it is working out, you see it does not work out, and when you see it not working for a very long time, you have no reason to look for why it is not working for a very long time, because you have been doing the same thing. I don't know, I'm just speaking too much. I don't know, sir. This is probably not for me. I've probably not done enough. There are probably traders who might have put more effort into this, or I don't know what they're doing. Or I never communicated to a lot of traders. The traders who I used to speak to were, I always felt like they were not even in level in terms of my mentality or way I used to look at market. So I used to never communicate a lot with them, because their way of thinking, their way of trading is completely different. So I never felt what the point of communicating with any trader, because this is your journey. So yeah, uh, this is my story. Yeah, this is my story of I am quitting how to trade because I have no plan now. I'm 26 years old. I started when I was in 2020. Uh, I have basically no money, barely left any money. I've stayed in this room probably for 3 years crying, hoping to see, hoping for that small spark of success coming into my life, but nope, nothing as such happened. Uh, so yeah, that is what I was wanted to tell. I don't know. My plan now is to take a small vacation for some time, get away from the market, not wanting to see. The dreams that this market show you and the dreams that market show you or you show yourself. You wanted to believe so badly that it is true, but don't know. Don't know what is true, what is not. So yeah, this is my story. This is how I am going to and why I'm going to stop trading from today. This is 30th of April 2025. Signing off as my last video for Anandam Trading. I do not want to spread any negativity, so I don't want to share it anyways. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching these videos. If anyone has watched this, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to break anyone's hope in terms of they not wanting to become a successful trader, because I think it is more in terms of personality that also helps you to become a trader. But I believe that no matter what comes in my way, I am going to destroy it and I am going to succeed at this. And I did. And I can tell that I have 100% done it to handle any mental objections or any trading objections or any trading hurdles. I have 1000% removed it. I have given my 100%. I have made it as consistent and as disciplined as possible. But again, we don't know what the answer is because I don't know why. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into this. Okay, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful trading journey and not like me, and become you all become successful traders. Okay, thank you guys. Signing off. Take care.